The card is up. I think the card is up. They have about a minute to go, but Baltimore has, well, is it Simon? Is it the running back? Is it the wide receiver? Is it a trade? I know it's one of those four.
Gee, you know, Chris, nothing gets by you.
Fifth choice in the NFL Draft 2000, the Baltimore Ravens select Jamal Lewis, running back, University of Tennessee.
So you know what? We kind of had this pegged. My question to you, Jamal Lewis is a wonderful, wonderful player, but yet coming fall, and I know you don't pick for 1 year, you may not have the Jamal Lewis in 2000 that you're going to have in 2001. He's coming off serious injury.
Chris, he's that roll of the dice that we talked about this early. You talk about the fifth pick. If he reverts back to that great form of 97 when he averaged that 6 yards a carry, the next year, 98, he was averaging 6.8 yards a carry until the major knee injury, fifth game of the season. You look at Jamal Lewis, you see size. He's been anywhere between 230 and 240, the career average, all the touchdowns, third in school history. You see a guy who can break tackles. I think that's what Brian Billick's looking for. A Robert Smith type combines power with athleticism. You see that ability here, number 31, taking it into the end zone, taking the handoff here from Peyton and the spin move, that athleticism a la Robert Smith. Then the ability to take it the distance, the touchdown runs, the game-breaking ability. And when you talk about a guy who can break an arm tackle, that's Jamal Lewis. Now, this is all best-case scenario. This past year, he didn't necessarily have the elusiveness and the change of direction he did in 97 and early in 98 before the major knee injury, then the ankle and shoulder problems this past year. Actually, 4.5-yard average per carry this past season, the lowest of his career. But I think they're rolling the dice here. That he reverts back to that 97-98 form. If he does, Joe, they could have a real game breaker and a big-time all-around back.
Let me just ask you real quick. If Jamal Lewis was healthy, would you say he would have been the #1 draft choice, in your opinion?
Of the running backs?
He would have been the #1 running back, which he is right now.
But I think it's a good move. I really think it's a good move, and this is why. History has proven itself that the second year back from knee injury is when athletes really start to gain their strength back. I think in the case of Jamal Lewis, this is the second year after the knee injury. We're going to see a lot more from him than we saw at Tennessee. Also, they feel like he has the best hands. He catches the ball everywhere, and that's very important for Brian Billick in his offense.
Productive, productive, productive. When he is 100%, and that first year you mentioned, Mel, Joe, in 97, he averaged 5.9 yards a carry. That's his first year in big-time college ball. Now he's in big-time NFL ball. But guys who are really dialed in on our college team, we welcome two more of our compatriots who once a year we get to work with, and we're pleased to go up to our studios in Bristol and join our college mavens, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. He was a wonderful player before the knee injury.
It was great to be a Maven. Thank you, Chris. He was. His first start in college, 155 yards rushing for Tennessee against Ole Miss. He was a star from really the first time he took a handoff in practice. Peyton Manning said, I know this guy's going to be a great back. Kirk, he's got to come back mentally, not just physically from that injury. He did not have a great junior season at times.
I think if you go back last year and look at the times that he got into the game, I think you do have to look and wonder, was he back 100%? You just heard a lot of people talking about that thing. The thing that bothers me and concerns me a little bit, last year I think at times maybe saving himself, getting himself prepared for the next level. It's great. It's worked out today. And you got to make sure he gets back to 100% and show that he's got the heart to get it done.
Tennessee coaches see a lot of great athletes come through that program. They'll tell you, though, privately, this guy is a freak. Even by the high standards of Tennessee, when he is healthy, he is a rare back. This certainly justifies his decision to come out as a junior, drafted 05 overall by the Ravens. Eagles are on the clock as the